what is it with men and their nipples? You realize that it was supposed to be the other way around, whereby women, love it when men suck.
Yes, yes, God is so smart in a way that he knew babies will be sucking their mother's breast.
Okay.
So if that starter was there, so he transferred that one to the men to have that feel for you. And when you touch the nipple of a man, he feels like he's in heaven.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Now I know.
99%. Even my cameraman will even attest to it. 99% when you start giving the tutors, and then you use your tongue to rally around it.
Okay.
Okay, so you don't put everything in there.
Okay.
So the tongue goes like this, like Mazeru. Hello, you're right about. Yeah. You understand? That one too is another heaven on its own.
Whoa.
Okay, Fred, hold on. Ivy, let me come to you. It seems most Ghanaian men, or let me say some of them, because some would boast that they are good, do not know how to handle a woman's breast. What is the right way? Because you can't be squeezing like that. There should be a way. So tell us.
So if you just want to know how to just handle a woman's breast, there's a way you need to handle it from the lower part.
Okay.
So you just have to go it slowly, and then you squeeze it. Not squeezing it as in you get it, but then slowly from the upper, then you come to the nipples. That is where mostly we ladies, our feelings are based on. I don't know for the others.
It is. I
don't know. So that is how it is. You just hold it smoothly from the up, then you come to the top, then you come to the master base, that is the nipples.
Okay.
So that is where the feelings start to just come, and then everything gets involved.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fred, let me come to you. Do men like BJ?
Not all men like BJ, but then I can...
Why?
One way or say about 90% of our men love it.
So the rest who don't, why?
Well, maybe per religious beliefs.
Okay.
And then maybe, let me say, health issues. But anything less than that, we love it. And you see, some way, somehow, I can say the penis was not created for the lip or the mouth.
Okay.
So since we have decided...
Exploitation.
Through, bluff no chair.
Exploitation.
So, some way, somehow, it has become the norm, and you take your rise to another level. It's like something you've never done before, and you've started doing it, and you are loving it, so you continue doing it. And sometimes, you see, it is not meant for it. Okay. Something like that. So you end up loving it more than some of the men even love the BJ more than the penetration itself.
Yeah.
So how do you love it, or how do you like it to be done, so that we also tell you how it's done?
Okay. As for the men, you see the cup of our...
Is it the way you are smiling? I can see that you love it.
Oh.
Please continue.
When there's something jack up, standing like that, or like this,
the joystick.
Thank you. The cup becomes so sensitive.
Okay. Yeah.
You understand? So you start with your lip. Your tongue. You grip that
the mouth.
The mouth.
Okay.
And then you use that tongue as if you are penetrating into the hole
where the urine comes from. Okay.
Because when you love BJ, your hygienic level should be above 90%.
Yeah. So it is one of the things that cause some ladies not to, love to do that.
Yeah.
So
but then you can't be like, you need to be clean. You can't be clean and then you just want me to do that for you.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
You understand?
Okay.
And then you grip the cup, try to penetrate your tongue in there. And then you rally your tongue around it again.
Okay.
Making sure your mouth is wet. You can either use ice cream, melted chocolate, ice cubes.
Okay.
Something that will make the mouth feel something different. And then you also have the sweetness in your mouth to do it more. Okay.
Exactly.
So when you push the dick in there, it goes down. Sometimes we call it deep throat. Sometimes it has to get here.
As if you're about to vomit, and that is okay.
It's another way of giving the man a 3 point, and then you pull it, and then come back slowly with the chocolate, the ice cream, or the ice cubes. Slowly, sometimes you can try as if you are giving it a little bite. I
know.
You are biting, you are not biting. Something like that. It also has a different feeling on its own.
Okay.
And then when you come to the balls, some women are crazy to that extent that I've had no war of would die. Oh yes. Some of them will ask you to stand. And she will be sitting.
A good foreplayer. So if you want to master, this is what and how you are supposed to do it.
Exactly.
Okay.
In your couch, the lady's head will be down. So you turn upside down. And then the man will be standing and trying to squat a bit.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Or you are to a baba shishigbe. And then you have a back woman. Madam, if you try this, I've sign bank nothing.
Okay.
You understand? That is another way when you hear feel so something else. It's so unique when you do it for a man. And then from there you come back again to the middle part of the penis.
Okay.
So if this is the penis, you grip it this way. It
is the middle.
That is the middle where the vein lies.
Okay.
You use your tongue to brush the vein slowly up and down, my dear. It's another thing altogether.
Okay, so we've been joined via Zoom. Me. Hello, Nee. Hello, we have me joining in via Zoom. Nee, can you hear me? Hello? Okay, so whilst we wait for Nee to get connected, Ivy, let me also come back to you then. Let's look at leaking. Another good thing and another element in foreplay. What is the right way to make a woman feel good whilst licking it?
Okay. So, how to make a woman feel good when it comes to licking? Many people don't really know how to lick a woman.
Okay, Ivy, hold on, sorry. I think we'll have Nee joining in. Nee. Hello, Nee, can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Nee. How are you?
Hello now.
Yes, I've missed you. Why you've not missed me?
I've missed you too.
Hey. You too. Stop, baby. Okay,
I've missed you.
I know. So when should we expect you in the studio? When should we expect you in the studio?
Very soon. Very soon.
Okay, so tonight we're looking at mastering the act of foreplay. Let me ask you, do you think foreplay is that very much important?
Yeah.
Me, please, did you get the question?
Yes.
I'm asking.
Yes, let me greet my viewers and my followers on Facebook first.
Okay. We were listening to you.
The act of foreplay, it's a whole theory, or it's a whole syllabus in itself.
Okay.
And which comes a long way with how good and how well you are with. Whether you being a lady or whether you being a man. you are supposed to know when and how the lady or man's body looks like.
Okay.
Because you can't just go in.
Okay, so I think Nee is having some, challenges with his network. We'll try to get him back via phone rather so that we'll be able to also get something from him. I'll be back to the question.
Okay, so we have a whole lot of way of how to lick a woman.
Okay.
So someone will just feel like, okay, fine, since my partner needs me to just lick her, let me just do it. But then you need to know the tactics and how to go by it, how to start and then how to end it.
Okay.
So if you want to lick a woman in a very good way, how she will also feel it, you need to just use your tongue at the clit.
Okay.
That is how it is. No, Fred, don't look at my face.
Oh.
I don't like that. You said
it's very intimidating.
No, don't even mind him.
It won't work.
So that is how you use your tongue on the clit. So at the first point, you feel like, yes, you feel something within you. It's not electric mobile, but then you are okay. So that is how it goes like. And then the second part, you use your tongue in the hole.
Okay.
You see the hole that I'm talking about?
I see.
So it goes in, and then you hear the sound. That is how it is. Slowly.
The sound is what?
That is how. So you just put your tongue in the hole, out, and then you use your tongue around the clit.
Okay.
That is how. But then you, the woman, too, you need to be very clean as well.
Sure.
You need to be very, very clean. The under part, so always say you need to make sure that that part is really clean. So you just can't wake up. You've not even taken your bath. Excuse my language. You've not even taken your bath. You've not done anything, and then it just be like, baby, please, I want you to lick me. No man will do that if you are not clean. And then anytime you just visit to the washroom, you need to make sure that you use a tissue to just clean the under part.
So that the place
so each and every time you need to just keep the place clean. So anything can happen at any time. Baby will be like, fine, today let me do this for you. Let's assume that you are not clean. How is baby going to do? Immediately you take off the Andy. That smell and then we put him off.
Okay.
So each and every blessed day you need to just keep that place clean. So anytime daddy wants to eat, then it's ready.
It's good to go. Now, beyond the licking, how do you think women should present themselves in terms of their performance when it comes to foreplay? Good masters of foreplay. I like to use the word good because I've mastered it, but he or she is not good. And you see, one thing about bed matters is that if you are not good, you are not good.
That is it.
Yes. If you are good, you are good.
Like I said earlier on, you need to be very clean. You need to be very, very clean because you don't know any time daddy will call you. So you need to be very, very clean. And then when daddy is down there, you hold his head like this.
Okay.
So when daddy's head is there,
you can come forward a bit so that we'll do the illustration.
I need you to close your eyes.
Come forward. Let's do the illustration so that people will get it. There is a way you do it. You don't push the head.
No, you don't have to push the head.
There's a particular way you do it
in a very sexy way. So the head will go like this.
Okay.
You hold the head like this. It comes down, up.
Okay.
Down. If you can't use your one hand, you can use the two.
The two.
So when daddy's head, when daddy's head is there like this,
okay,
you hold the hand like this, up. So you can see that they'll get to a point when you yourself, you feel like, yes, this is where I want to be. That is where you need to push daddy's head. You see,
if you say something, we are masters
in the game.
That is it. That is it. Yeah. So you position your man where you want him to be.
By opening
so you don't
your
lie down like that.
No, like do what you want to do.
No.
It doesn't work that way.
There's a way too.
Jimmy too needed that. There's a way, and then you hang your legs.
Okay.
Your legs will be like this.
Okay.
So let's assume that maybe you get tired of the legs. You can use a pillow to just choke the leg like this, and then daddy will just come down slowly. Then you just enjoy every bit of it.
Every bit of it.
That is how it goes.
But let's look at something. Is there something men are missing? Have you realized that whilst your man is licking you and you are about coming, don't you think they should pull back?
They will not pull back. They will never pull, because 100% of them, what he is doing, his mind is there. Like, let's say how you are licking him. It gets to a certain point, he doesn't want you to stop.
Okay.
It's the same thing to the ladies.
Yes, and ladies, you realize that when it gets to that point, the flow there changes.
Exactly.
So I think men also notice that, and then he would get to know that, you know, that the woman is coming.
That is one part that I said, you always need to be clean.
Clean.
That is it.
Fred,
Very, very clean.
what is it about licking that kills men?
Well, especially when the woman is very neat.
Okay, very neat.
Very
So
neat.
we must take note of that too.
One, very neat. Two, properly shaved. Every man has a way he wants to see his woman's vagina.
The honeypots.
You understand? Either the bushy, the green grass, or the sakura. So you choose any of them. So let's assume you love the bushy. Then you should be a master licker, because you'll be licking hair, and then at the end of the day you'll be having health issues.
Yeah.
And if you're a woman and you love licking, I think it's better for you to always shave,
That is it.
because the hair alone harbors germs. So
Exactly.
we need to do away with that. So when we drop our tongue in there,
Okay.
and then the woman tries to hold your head, trying to pull you in.
You love that part.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
can see from the way you
are
are
doing
talking.
something.
Okay.
It's like a morale. You understand? Because when you're doing something and the person is pulling back,
It means that
that it means what you are doing is not hitting
Yeah.
where it's supposed to hit. But the moment the lady pulls you in there, that means you are doing
You both
something.
are in the
So you
same
need to
place.
continue what you are stopping.
okay.
So when you dip down in there, and then you pick the, you know, when you're a good licker, the clitoris can lie on your tongue like this. And then you try to pull it up, down. When you have a dye steamer like I have,
Okay. Okay.
you can even put the clit in there.
Okay.
When yours is a bit deeper than mine,
Okay.
you can fix
The clean
the clit
there.
from there. And then you use your tongue from behind.
Oh, okay.
I hope you get it.
I see.
And that alone, my dear, it takes the woman to another level.
Hey, this is deep. So, like I said, the show is 18 years and above. We have Nee back on the line. Hello, Nee.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes, dear. Please, can you hear me properly now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. So back to the question. I was asking you, how important do you think foreplay is?
Foreplay is one of the best things before you love each other.
Okay.
It's just one of the best things ever before you love each other, because you just can't go into a room without knocking. You're supposed to know what really entails about what really are supposed to take in that room. So you're supposed to knock before you enter. So the foreplay time done knock before you enter into the room.
Okay. Okay. Now, let me ask you, what are some activities that you think anybody who wants to master the act of foreplay should indulge in? Let me say, for example, music. I believe anytime you're in a foreplay mood, music plays a very good role. What do you think?
Oh, very well. Music becomes an essence, like it becomes a tool in foreplay.
Okay.
It becomes a great tool in foreplay. You know the kind of song, you know the kind of rhythm and the kind of mood in which you are. you can say very good to in foreplay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So going forward, what do you think anybody who wants to master the act of foreplay should do?
One, I believe every man or every lady should own the kind of body that lies close to you.
Okay.
You should appreciate the person in the mood. You should first of all put yourself in the mood in which you are to have the best of foreplay about to enjoy. I've always said it from show on sex, that sex is a thing of the mind.
Okay.
Without you entering sex with the mind, there is no good pleasure in sex.
At all.
You are just cool just to maybe have fun. But to have a good friend you want to have, you are supposed to master the mindset. This is what really I'm into, and this is really what I'm going into. And I bet you are going to want the best of foreplay or sex you want to have.
Okay. Okay, Nee, thank you very much. We'll be having you in the studios very soon. So viewers, that was Nee. He'll be here very soon on another topic, another episode. Very entertaining and educating. So like I said, we're live on Facebook. You can send your comment. Our WhatsApp number is on the screen. Pick it up. Tell us your views, your questions, and then your opinion. So I have a comment here from one of our viewers saying, nah, for me, I prefer foreplay more than sex. I totally disagree with the guy. He will like the thing, and we should understand that foreplay is a full mood on its own. Foreplay self can make you come 1,000 times. We'll come back to that. I'm very particular about licking. My first time I did that, I ended myself at the hospital. So please, our ladies, try as much as possible to keep their sweet for licking. Very well noted. Sorry, Fred. I think people are still disagreeing with you on the fact that all foreplay must lead to sex. Another one here, and pardon me, this is Pedro. He was the first person to comment on Facebook. Please forgive me. He says, watching you live, clear inside Indian Police, Kumasi, Tano. So thank you so much. Join us next week as well. Thank you. Fred.
My dear.
Before we come back to what we're discussing on, I think somebody is disagreeing with you.
Well, yes, I don't expect everybody to agree with me.
Okay.
But my jiggers who are like me, and who are men like me who understand and agree with me.
That foreplay must lead to sex.
Oh, now as we speak, we are trying to become a bit British.
Okay.
One favor for Chamani be. Okay. But in the days of our grannies.
Okay.
Okay. But today we want to do a lot of things. Yes, it's good, it's nice and sweet, but to do it. But then my point is, you see, the thing starts from the brain. So do not start something you cannot end. Especially with men. When we start anything that has got to do with sex, we must end and arrive.
Okay.
That is meant for you. So immediately we don't arrive, that means it becomes a problem to us.
Okay.
And my men will understand and agree with me.
Okay, so back to the leaking thing.
Yes, so as I was saying, immediately you drop into that hole. You throw the clit onto the tongue, and then you draw it into your diastema if you have one.
Okay.
And then you play with it. Use your tongue to brush it left, right, and then you come back to your lip. You can use your lip to grab it.
Okay.
As if you are pulling or you want to swallow it.
Okay.
The clit. You want to swallow the clit. So
it won't see it.
You understand? So you try swallowing it. When you do that, but then you that's it. You understand? You can as well choose to put some of the ice cream in between the line.
You enjoy this ice cream and chocolate thing.
I love it.
See.
Go Beshkapo, oh, ice block. Go ice block.
Oh, yes, I have a friend who would always tell me, I want to be licked with ice cube. And then I'm
Yes.
like, hey.
Yes.
Then it's a good feeling.
It's a good feeling.
I think I need to try. Like I said, I have to be in a relationship tonight.
Oh, yeah.
So that I would. My producer is with me. Please, let's continue.
If you don't have ice cubes, just get chilled water and drink. Your mouth will be very cool for that.
Yes.
Okay, so in between, you can just be brushing it up and down slowly.
Okay.
Up and down slowly, as if you want to penetrate, but then you are not penetrating. And then you try to penetrate partially with your tongue. Okay, you use your tongue. Sometimes to the men, you have to try to learn how to turn as if
Okay.
okay, some way like this.
Oh, okay.
Lots of people don't know how to do it.
Yeah, when you do this, it's very sweet. Then it enters, and then you pull it back slowly. And now you hear that.
I love the way you're closing your eyes. It enters smoothly and it comes back and then it enters.
When you are looking and you close your eyes, it's another mood of its own.
We close our eyes most of the time.
Yes, sometimes too, but it's nice when the lights are on, like broad day.
But then most people like when the lights are off.
Off, yes, exactly.
Yeah.
But what about leaking and then holding one of the breasts?
It's another feeling altogether.
Yes, you can be
It's another
leaking and then you
feeling.
stretch your hand towards the nipple. Then
Okay.
You know, I'll let you test something like that.
Okay, so we have
We have
Louis.
too.
Okay, we'll come back to that. So we have you on the line. The man who eats fufu with different soups. Obawo. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, I've missed you.
I've missed you so much. I've missed everyone on Rings of Love.
I know, right? I know. I've been getting the feedback. When are you coming? When are you coming? I said you'll be coming online, joining us, and the next week you'll be in the studio in person. So please, I want you to confirm it.
Let the fans of Rings of Love know that I'll be coming with different soup this time around.
Yes, by the same fufu. Okay, on that note, we're looking at foreplay. What do you want to say about that?
That's quite somewhat interesting. I actually really had loved to be there.
Oh.
And talking of kisses, can I just flow right now?
Please do. You have the floor.
Okay. So, it is one of the most intimate acts in love. That act that is used to express love.
Okay.
And it depends on 3 W's.
Oh, okay.
Which is where, when, and then where, when, and who.
Okay.
So, depends on the person you are kissing with, or you are having this act with.
Okay.
And then where you are actually doing it, and then when you are doing it. That will determine the outcome of the kissing.
Okay. So, how do you think it should be done? I'm looking at the proper way.
Wow. So, taking it the proper way, there should be, first of all, a very clear and a romantic mood created.
Okay.
You cannot just have a romantic kiss in a anxious mood.
Okay.
Though it is a remedy to anger, it is a remedy to a fight. Have you experienced this kind of kiss that comes from your partner when you are actually complaining about something and he or she doesn't want to fight back or exchange words with you.
Exactly.
But end everything by just grabbing you to his or himself with a kiss. Just to end everything.
Okay.
So it actually has to begin with a very romantic mood.
Okay.
And how to do it, you know what? It is a very pleasant thing. According to scientists, according to doctors, it reduces blood pressure.
Okay.
It is a way of reducing calories.
Okay.
But if it is not done in the right way, it triggers nothing.
Okay.
So it has to be done in a very gentle manner that both will enjoy. Okay, some of the things that can make kids unbearable, probably when you are having bad odor from the mouth.
Okay.
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 And excuse me, and I should select my words, choose my words correctly and carefully. Excuse me to say, those with jack up teeth.
Okay.
You're from whatever glass. It's when you have a phone fantasy. But that is the reality. If you have that kind of jack up teeth and you are kissing, you got to be careful because kissing does not involve biting.
Okay.
You do biting in a very romantic way where it does not hurt.
Okay.
But when you kiss and your teeth is just hitting on the lip at any time, and then it's unbearable.
Okay.
So it should be done in a very romantic, in a soft manner that should actually trigger and lead into something different.
But do you support licking during foreplay?
Do I support
Licking.
licking?
Yes.
Oh. It is just like taking some part of the Bible off. Yes. You know me, let me hit it. Now, it is something that cannot be taken out. Okay? It is very important. I support it. I enjoy it. Hello, my elders, are you listening?
I am listening. I'm part of it.
Are you getting me? So it is something. It has become an essential recipe to our sex life.
Okay.
What cannot be taken out? I don't know how many ladies would withdraw from being late. If you take five women, I think only 0.5 will withdraw. And it depends on how the man does it.
Exactly.
And if a man is not willing to do so, it depends on the woman. You know, hygiene is a very key ingredient to sex. Hygiene is very important. So listen, I support listen. In fact, I love the 69. As Quartey said, I love that letter, the 69.
Okay.
I know you know what it is.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. When I come to the studio, I'll tell you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I was raising an argument that on Facebook and on the WhatsApp thing that this treatment thing should be done with practical. Come on, they got to teach us more.
Yes, so, I was waiting for you to come.
Oh. All right. So
thank you very much. Thank you very much. We'll be having you in the studio next week. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
So
kudos to all the panelists in there.
Okay.
Doing a good job. My board goes and Ivy. Love you so much.
Thank you. Leo, thank you so much. So that was Leo. He's a lecturer and a relationship coach, a good expert. Now, Fred, let me come back to what we were saying. Let's wrap up. Then I go to Ivy. we're talking about the leaking thing.
Yeah, and then I was coming to the 69.
69.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, so teach me.
Okay.
Viewers also want to know.
Yeah, the 69 is when both of you turn upside down.
Okay.
So your head goes down.
God,
That
I
is the
the
69.
Yes. Your head goes down to
I
the
know.
lady's private parts.
I know.
And then her head also comes to your
69,
private part.
69.
So it's as if you are lying on her,
Okay.
but
And
it's
she.
just upside down.
But this one, believe me, not everybody does it because not to body shame anybody. Some men heavy pass some men.
Yeah.
Yes, for that one, yes. So those of us who can do it, and who will do it, and that we are doing.
So please, if you can't do 69, I beg you, do 360.
And so I'm teaching those who can do the 69. So
Those who can do.
yes, upside down.
Okay.
And then the lady opens her legs as if she's giving birth. or for
Okay.
delivery.
Apart.
You understand? Called jerky lebiye.
Okay.
And then you face down to the temple. And you brush it up, down, slowly, up, down. When you get a pillow for her, perfect.
Yes, that pillow thing. Why do men always put pillow behind us?
Yes, it reshapes the woman in a way.
You know, I'd earlier on thought it was because of the height.
No,
You know me, I'm
not
short.
the height.
Okay.
And then it also helps the man to get a deeper penetration.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, seriously, my ladies out there, I know it's always okay. I've been meaning to ask
The reason why they put the pillow there.
why.
Yeah, for deeper penetration.
Oh, okay. So when you do that, you get a deeper penetration.
So you just want everything to go in.
Yes. Achineata.
I see.
Ivy, let's look at fingering. Another important part in foreplay where most men miss it. Some finger women as if there is a war going on. They can even watch and kick it. Some can use their 5 fingers. I don't have a problem, but the way the thing will enter, even doctors who do the operation don't do that.
No.
So what is the right way to finger a woman during foreplay?
Okay. So the right way in fingering a woman, I always say is that you need to be clean.
Okay.
You want to finger a woman, you need to just wash your hands. Because it gives affection. Most men doesn't know this, but then you need to wash your hands to prevent the germs.
Okay.
Okay, so then you wash your hands, and then the cleat, there's a way you need to hold it. Not you putting your 4 fingers. Me, I don't buy that thing. Seriously speaking, I don't buy that thing. So there's a way you need to just play with the cleat, and then one of your finger will be in the hole, and then the one will be at where the cleat is. You understand? So you just pull the cleat, and then you go around the cleat, and then the other finger is in the hole. I don't know if you're trying to get me. Friend knows what I'm saying because he's the master of it.
Okay.
So one finger will just have to hold the cleat like this, and then the other finger needs to go in the hole. So everything involved is only 2 fingers.
2 fingers. Okay.
Yes, 2 fingers are involved. Not you putting 4 fingers or 5 fingers. I don't buy that thing because if you are doing that, you are hurting the woman.
Okay.
And there's not everybody that enjoys the 4 fingers and the 5 fingers.
Not at all.
The most important thing is you need to just make sure that your partner is enjoying what you are doing. And then enjoying what you are doing is by touching the clit. That is where most women, our feelings just start from.
Okay.
So you holding the clit is where everything will just like comes out from. Then her friend is laughing, so he knows what I'm saying. So you just hold the clit, you play with the clit. Alongside, you are just holding the nipples. That is everything. Even if everything will just start, just make sure that you just based on the nipples, because it also helps us a lot. Most men don't know this.
Okay.
It helps us a lot. So you are just fingering the woman by touching the clit, and then you are just holding the nipples like this. So it helps the woman to just get involved in whatever thing that is happening, and then the man as well will also enjoy every bit of it. That is how it goes.
Okay, and so this is what men would have to know. There are times you can also, use your thumb to, be rubbing the clits. Don't rush. Take your time. You're fingering hair. It is not penetration. So you don't have to be trashing in and out. I think it is something that most men miss. There are times that your woman would want to be taken very hot. There are times I want my man to be spanking me like that fast, because that is what I need. But foreplay is on a different note altogether. And so whilst your finger is going in, take your time. And please, this the men they wash their hands, so it is too much. Please cut it off. Cut it off. On that note, we have some messages here coming in on Facebook. This is from Bismarck Lebambi. He says he's watching us live in Wa. Thank you so much. The show is really getting interesting. We're moving straight to our wet pillow segment. Very interesting story, hilarious, yet very educating. We'll take a break to stay with us. We'll be right back.
God bless the day I found you. I want to stay around you, and so I beg you.
Greetings to everyone. Welcome to Sonotech Medical and Diagnostic Center. My name is Akosia Afifa Abalo, a registered pharmacist in Ghana. Hypertension, also known as high blood pressure, is one of the medical conditions that is common in our society. Hypertension is both preventable and manageable. If you have been diagnosed with hypertension, medications may be needed to control it. My advice to you as a pharmacist is speak to your doctor, follow your treatment regimen, and do not self-medicate. Do not take any medication that hasn't been prescribed by your doctor, especially drugs from family and friends who present with similar symptoms. And note, do not mix your medications with herbal preparations. To help with taking your drugs, you can use a pill box, set an alarm on your phone, or get an accountability partner. The most important message I have for you is know your numbers, get your blood pressure checked, and go for regular checkups. We are here for you any day, anytime, as we offer 24-hour services. Send in your prescription to any of our 3 branches with delivery services available. Contact us on 024 24 394 67. Measure your blood pressure accurately, control it, live long. Thank you.
God bless the day I found you. I want to stay around you, and so I beg you. Let
So welcome back from that break. It's still Reigns of Love here on Adult TV. And my name is Mary Quartey. It is mastering the act of foreplay in sex. On that note, we're moving straight to our wet pillow segment. Fred, tonight our wet pillow segment is quite hilarious. And that is the latter question that will be coming to concerning, partners who do not like love or don't know or wouldn't want their partners to, engage them in foreplay, and that is affecting their relationship. This is what you have to know. The moment you deprive your partner of foreplay, another woman, another man gives it, and then he or she is taken. 69. And I like this is 69. So to our wet pillow, the story of the days goes like this. Dear Rays of Love team, I'm on the verge of cheating on my woman. Guys, please pay attention for me. Whenever we are making out, I touch her breasts, she complains, telling me how it irritates her. With kissing, it has to be that brief. In fact, she does not allow both of us to enjoy ourselves. The most annoying part is that she equally doesn't make me feel like a man. It is always me penetrating her, whilst she lies down unconcerned without even mourning. Another keyword, mourning. Unfortunately for her, one lady I met at a club whilst engaging in a max activity gave me one crazy, mind-blowing, unforgettable blowjob. I take that again. Unfortunately for her, one lady I met at the club whilst engaging in a max activity gave me one crazy, 2 mind-blowing, 3 unforgettable blowjob, plus a hot, spicy kiss. Whoa. I'm confused because my woman and I have been together for 2 solid years. I don't know what to do. Ivy, have you been given one crazy, mind-blowing, unforgettable, spicy hot kiss before?
Oh yeah.
Plus a leaky.
Everything is involved.
Fred, you plus blowjob.
Yeah.
Plus 69.
Everything is involved.
So viewers, that's the wet pillow story of the day. Very hilarious. And I can see that the man is really lacking a lot. But the first time I saw this, one thing came in mind: communication.
Yeah.
We spoke about this last week, right? I think I raised that comment. It seems we don't communicate with our partners. I believe the man should be able to sit the woman dead. But before we come to that, guys, Ivy, let me start with you. What do you make of this story?
It's a little bit difficult.
Very difficult.
Very, very difficult because the man, you understand? I think last week I talked about this then.
Okay.
That if there's something your partner is lacking in the relationship, that you yourself, okay, you just have to sit your partner down.
Okay.
Tell your partner that this is what I need. So make sure that you just provide for me each and every time that I'm in need of it. Because if your partner is not getting it, that would make him or her go out, and then the person is gone forever. So let's assume that you are not used to leaking, but then your man loves it.
Okay.
For you to just make sure you make him feel okay, to get involved in everything that involves love making in a relationship, you need to just give it to him. So you just ask him how he wants it. Yes, and then you just give it to him in that way that he wants it. So in this situation, I just don't know whether the fault is from the man or the woman.
On that note, you see, when somebody tells you posterity will judge us, Fred, last week, you asked, guys, are you getting the question I was about to ask? Last week, our wet pillow segment had a lady who was rather on the other hand, and let me sister, Fred, so you see what I was saying. Now the story has turned around the other way.
Yeah.
So you don't know
In the
where the
first
problem
place,
is coming
The
from.
man should not have allowed the woman. He did not mention anything of drunkenness. So
Yeah.
That is it.
do you think he was right to have allowed another woman? It is cheating. And listen to the way he started the story. I'm about to. You see, men, I'm about
You
to.
know that this is what you love. Just tell your partner that, Ajoa, this is what I love. If you give me blowjob, I just like it. Then Ajoa will be like, baby, if you lick me, that is what I do, what I love.
I love that. So
Here's the case whereby you are not telling Ajoa what you want. Ajoa also doesn't know what you want.
Yes.
What Ajoa knows is we both are in a relationship. We are just having intimacy. But then Ajoa doesn't even know your likes and dislikes.
Okay.
But if you've already let Ajoa know that, oh, Ajoa, I like this. Hold me in the way that I will love. Hold my nipples. Kiss me in the way that I like. Kiss me like this. Kiss me like this. I believe Ajoa would have done it for him. And then he will not even go out.
Okay.
But here's the case whereby, okay, Kolateshi, this is what you want. So if there is a problem, I think that relationship, there's a problem. Honestly,
Fred,
there's a
please
problem.
answer. I want you to answer.
Okay, let me answer.
You can't
this.
answer.
Oh, why can't I?
Because last week you were saying a whole lot of
Also, you
things.
see, there's a problem somewhere.
Yes, that is what I'm saying.
One, maybe per religious beliefs, the lady will not be comfortable doing certain things.
But then from the very onset of the relationship, let's say I'm a Voltarian and then you're an Ashanti. I have my belief and then you also have your belief. So from the very beginning of the relationship, Makia Fred, our side there, this is what is happening there.
Okay.
And then you will tell me from your side that, oh, this is what is happening there. But if from the beginning, we've not discussed about that,
Yes.
you can't tell me that at the course of we having intimacy, you just lie down off.
And it's been 2 years.
Yeah, you see, sometimes when the relationship begins, we overlook certain things. We
Okay.
the men, because
Okay.
we want to take advantage of the lady. I want
Exactly.
to have sex with her. Maybe one way or the other, she's beautiful, she's this, she's that. So I want to have sex with her. So the time that you need to look or pay attention to certain things, you are focusing on sex. So it gets to certain stage in a relationship whereby you now come to think of it that I'm missing something in the relationship.
Okay.
This is something I don't want to do, but I'm doing it not because I want to do it, but because maybe the relationship has grown to certain level that when you want to separate, it will be some kind of one way or the other chaos or something. So let me just keep it. So you see, when you don't pay attention to certain things, it affects you. Now, this guy, some way, somehow, is not serious here. Because if you want
God
something
bless you
from your
for being
woman,
fair.
Exactly. God bless
tell
you.
her. Let her know what you want.
Okay.
My ex, anytime I held her waist out there in public, no.
She doesn't
Kiss.
like it.
No. I told her that is what I want. And if you don't give that or you don't do it for me, we have to break up.
Just
So we
because
broke
of
up
that.
because of that.
Fred, what
To be
are you
honest with you, yes.
That was
You know,
the
that
only
is
reason.
what I also don't like. I am your
In a
woman.
relationship, you should adjust to certain things. If you love me,
I disagree with you.
you have to agree.
I disagree, Fred.
Love comes
You see,
with
this is what
sacrifice.
is causing a lot of people not to be happy. Adjustment. Adjust. No, I can't know if any may hear them. You
have to take a bite
to-
right.
You have the adjustable and the non-adjustable.
It's still not adjustable. Fred, I'm not going to buy that from you. I won't.
No, I'm being
So that
honest
was the
with you.
only reason.
Yes,
But then,
So-
excuse me to say, like, it doesn't really look tangible.
really. Well,
Yes.
it's me.
Oh.
I communicated to you that this is what I want, and you said no. At the end of
So
the
excuse me
day,
to say, if you
at
want
the
to
end of
have
the
sex
day-
with me outside, because I even want to.
not sex outside.
No, I'm
At the
not
end of
doing
the
something.
day-
Yeah.
No. At the end of the day, because of religious beliefs, there are certain sex positions that I want. You tell me it's against your whatever beliefs.
No, Fred, you are getting everything wrong.
I am not getting
You are
anything
saying
wrong.
that because she never agreed to what you wanted, you
Yes.
broke up with her.
Exactly.
So then let's assume that you want to have intimacy with her outside. So since that is what you want,
Listen,
you want your partner
that
to
is
just
why I
understand
said
in
you have
everything
the
that you do. Then I have to just agree with
No,
you.
that is why I said we have the non-adjustable. This one doesn't make sense if your man tells you to have sex.
And then
with
the
him.
reason why you both broke up, it doesn't make sense.
doesn't
at
make
all.
It makes sense to me.
Then there's more to it.
There's nothing more
Then
to that.
there is more to it.
There's
Honestly
nothing more to
speaking,
it.
there is more to this.
You may have a partner who doesn't like talking.
Okay.
Even when there's something necessary for him to talk about, he will not.
Okay.
He'll just be looking at you. If you don't come in to question him, he will never talk. So let's assume this lady is a type who doesn't like talking. Some people in a relationship who even doesn't want to talk about sex. They feel shy.
It's true.
So let's ask ourselves that, is this lady the shy type when it comes to sex? Has the guy tried talking to her about it?
Because he even cited mourning, and I believe mourning is
The
very
lady-
important to
Exactly.
him. But there are ladies who would have sex and wouldn't want to mourn.
Yes.
It could also mean that you are not hitting the right spots.
Exactly. So that is why communication is important. Tell her something, ask her questions, let her reply, and then you know where to start from and where to end. But don't just say because of that you are cheating.
You want to cheat?
Exactly.
You have decided
Even
to
allow
cheat.
the lady and see the way he described it. One crazy, mind-blowing, unforgettable, and it means he loves it.
Yes. But maybe the lady doesn't want to do it, or she is not interested in that
Well, you are
thing.
supposed to just
So
let
it is
her
up to
know.
you to psych her mind. This is what I want. If you love me, do that for me.
That is it.
Because one way or the other, I may not love to do something for you, but
Okay.
out of love and sacrifice, I will
I'll do it for you.
Okay.
Thank you for saying this one.
Simple.
This one. So I have another message here. It says, "Hi, I'm Aline Harriet. Okay, in fact, I'm almost wet. Please be in a very romantic position with your partner. Baby, I'm very fine. Sister 9. So Ivy, what do you think should be done in this case? The guy says he doesn't want to cheat. But let's look at this. Let's analyze this critically. The fact that a lady gave him a blowjob once, is it cheating?
It's cheating.
I'm asking this question because something will happen. Subsequently, we'll come back to this question again.
Yeah.
So, Fred,
cheating.
one blowjob, you are not dating, no. You were wearing a mask. And then I gave you BJ. I'm not your woman.
Yeah.
It's cheating.
Right answer.
Please, come on. Producer, is it cheating?
It's called fantasy.
It's called fantasy.
Yeah.
So a lady who was drunk got killed
Was
by
being
another
taken
guy.
by friend.
For 3 months, she keeps remembering it. Is it cheating?
Yes, she cheated.
Hey, Fred, I just don't like what you are doing.
Yes. Yes,
I
she
don't
cheated.
like a lot of things can happen.
She
A lot of things can happen.
cheated.
She did.
Yes.
But the man did.
No, men don't cheat.
He didn't do.
Men don't do us. I don't even want to hear that
Men don't
statement.
cheat. Ask me why.
Why? Next week. Oh,
Hey, Fred.
producer.
Men don't cheat.
I just don't like that statement.
Listen, I'm not going to buy this. Next week we are treating this topic. Do men cheat?
That's fine.
Fred, you said men don't cheat.
Yes.
But women we cheat.
Exactly.
Okay,
Really?
Sister 9. Okay. So please, Ivy, back to you. We'll come back to this. Time is not on our side. I'm not letting go of this at all. Producer, please. Next week I want to be here. I want to be the guest. I want to.
For the
I
cheating
will-
aspect.
Exactly.
I'm with
My
you.
views need to be heard.
I'm with you. 100%.
We here.
Fred. Okay, Ivy.
Okay.
What do you think the woman should do going forward?
So with the woman, Mary, this case is a different case altogether.
Very different.
Honestly speaking, because the man is at fault. Because he was supposed to let the lady know what he wanted from the very first beginning of everything, but then early. And then here is the case whereby you went out, blowjob,
Yeah.
all the spices were involved, and then you loved it. It's cheating. So just let the lady go, because in this particular relationship, you can't be in that relationship. Then you tell me that you love your. Why didn't you tell her that this is what I want? She would have given it to you out of love, like you made a statement earlier on.
Yeah.
She would have done it. But you didn't even tell her anything. But at all, you just had the mindset that you need to just do it outside.
This guy, we really need to call him after the show.
Yeah, that's the problem, because this one, we are not buying it. And then for the lady needs
There are
to
more
go.
loopholes.
Oh yes, he can
The
say
lady
he
needs
go
to
back.
go. That is the only thing that I was saying. The lady needs to go. This is not love, and then this is no relationship. The lady needs to go.
Okay.
Because if it's smaller, I need this. This is what I want. Give me blowjob. I just love it. She would have just given it to him. But you didn't even tell her anything. Rather, you took all those things outside. And then you're coming back to come and tell me that. And then you even described how everything went on. Sister, she needs to go. That is the only thing that I would say.
Fred, what about you?
Well, he should communicate to the lady. She should set her up. Have a brief discussion.
Before the going.
Yeah.
Okay.
So why didn't
yeah.
the discussion happening earlier on?
Okay, he has
Once
messed
you
up.
know
He
this
has
is what you
messed
want.
up. He has
But
messed up. So
he
that-
hasn't stated whether or not he has opened up to the woman concerning the blowjob he received.
He won't.
He won't. But
I
I believe
believe
just
he will
like
open
the
up.
other lady,
Yeah.
he would have a reflection.
Yeah.
I love the way I responded.
Oh, yeah.
Reflection.
Flashbacks.
Well, Fred, he said something here. I want us to, touch on it briefly. Is mourning that important whilst making love? Hey, baby, I love it. It's good. Give it to me.
Yeah.
Because of this, somebody wants to cheat on the woman. No,
Because
my
of the
ladies,
morning.
my queens out there, this evening, Mpamacho, what way?
That is it.
Yeah.
But not in a very loud way. That thing that it puts me
So
off.
by everybody has to
really?
pay he or she.
Not
has-
like mourning, but then then unnecessary shouting. What is that? As if they are killing you. But then you are enjoying the thing. I hate it. I hate it, honestly speaking. There's a way you just need to do it, but someone will just shout unnecessarily.
One thing the best way to do is, is speaking your partner's
Yes.
ears. You can just
Yes.
once you are closer, you see, you mourn rightly.
Yeah.
You can mention the name, what you love. Maybe I love it. That kind of. I know people want me to be doing
It boosts their immune system.
Oh yes,
Amen.
It gives them that morale that you are doing good, baby. That's it. You're good. And then they will go for
I say you good. Meanwhile, Kwabena so on your face. Unnecessary shouting.
So please, the man. Let me give you this advice too. Don't even be asking, because there are times we do that just for the men to get up.
Yes, for them to just come and then he's
I can
done.
say I've come. You have not come. I'm coming. I'm here to come. My boss will say, I'll be with you shortly. On that note, let's go for the sexy word of the day. The sexy word of the day says edging. Sexy word of the day. Sexy word of the day. Now, have you ever wondered why we've been giving you the sexy word of the day? It is to, alert you anytime your partner is doing this, like we're talking about foreplay. Hey, this is something new. They remember that you watched or heard it on Reigns of Love here on Adward TV. They say it's edging refers to delaying an orgasm for as long as possible with the goal of having an ultimately more intense climax. Referred to delaying an orgasm for as long as possible with the goal of having an ultimately more intense climax. This is very, very, very important. Whilst in a foreplay, a woman can have an orgasm, likewise the men. But I believe it is prudent, if you really want to enjoy foreplay, whilst your woman is coming, probably you can let her squirt, whilst you go further, you dip further. This is where sometimes you realize that even after foreplay or sex, like Fred said, you ended up having sex, you realize that she will still not be satisfied. That was because you let her come too fast. So just like men, pull back when they are coming. We women also want to be done that.
Yeah.
I want to feel like I want to pee, and then you pull back. Then I'm like, gosh, let's start all over again. Then we keep going. Then we keep going. On that note, we'll go for the hot tips. Tonight we have 4 hot tips for you. 4. Which I believe should be put to use. And the first one says, the key to achieving pleasurable foreplay is to communicate to each other what the expectations and likes of each partner is. Now, it is important to let your partner know in one way or the other what feels good and what doesn't. Just like we said, you will have to communicate. One is it starts in the brain. Perfect. As Masters and Johnson also put it, always remember that good sex begins whilst your clothes are still on. It starts in the brain. Getting in the mood is not just the few moments before sex. It can go on for hours or even days before. Foreplay too begins before you touch one another. So whilst your wife, your girlfriend, your fiancé is at work, you can start. I would love to touch your boobs. I would love to do this. Psych the mind. And then 2, it says pay attention to romantic details. Set the stage for love in little ways, making sure the room is warm enough, the lighting is right, and so forth. Fourth, the setting you create, candles, smoothing music, and romantic loving words would help harmonize your energy. Overdose me, overdose me. Now we got so. My producer knows my favorite song. If I don't get you, it's like a sun without the light. And then we'll be playing this. It is a good feeling. The nipples will be standing by fire by force. And then the third one, it says experiment with varied touch. Touch is a key element of foreplay because the surface of the body is covered with many nerve endings that transmit pleasurable sensations to the brain. So this is what you have to do. The skin is also the largest sex organ because all forms of pleasure during foreplay are transmitted through the skin. However, some parts of the body, particularly the clitoris, penis, nipples, fingertips, palm tips, tongues, and soles of the feet have more densely packed nerve endings. So this will be put on our Facebook page, and then you can subsequently go and check it out. Last but not the least, 4, that is, do some exploitation. It says, given the differences between men and women's body, it's natural that each sex needs to learn much about the other. Women often go straight for the penis, and a lot of men are off to complain that women do not grab the penis firmly enough, treating it gingerly. However, if he cannot tolerate too much stimulation of his penis, just like women, many men have sensitive nipples. Good, which women can insist spend more time on. So, like I said, this will be available on our Facebook page. It is quite bunch. Then you can go check it out. This is very, very important. Let's take note of these sexy words, these hot tips, and practice it. And I believe we will be indeed good masters of foreplay. Guys, let me come back to you. Fred, how do you approach a partner once we wrap up who does not like foreplay?
Okay, communication is key. So sit her down, my dear. You know, before penetration comes on, at least we need to start with 1 or 2 things. Try your best. You can go on the internet, do a little research, read with her or read to her, explain things to her for her to understand.
Okay.
There are certain things we do during foreplay that are even good for our health. So you explain all these things to her or to him for him to understand. When the understanding comes in, practically, you will also try your best to get some videos, watching from your phone or any other social media network. Okay. Let her watch. Let him watch. Learn. Read more. Explain more. When understanding comes in, you have a perfect relationship.
Thank you so much, Ivy. What about you?
I think I agree with Fred.
Okay.
Well. So it's all about communication. You just tell your partner that this is what I want. You both just have to learn about it as well. And then you just know how it's being done, the things that are involved, the advantage and disadvantages in it. Then you both are good.
Okay, and then you both are good. It's been interesting moment. We've learned a lot. If you just tune in, and the video is live on Facebook, you can revisit it anytime, any day, anyhow. Just use us. Thank you very much. And so this is what I'll leave you with. Whilst you rush to get intercourse, pay attention to outer course. It is very, very, very important. On that note, a very big thank you to my producer, the entire production team for holding me down. Thank you so much. And a big thank you goes to you, our cherished viewers, who always tune in 9 p.m. through to 10:30 p.m. every day to watch us, to enable you and I spice up our relationship. On that note, I would like to say a happy birthday to the CEO of Sahara Herbal Clinic, Dr. Atu Ampa Sahara. Doctor, good evening and a happy birthday. God bless you so much. Thank you so much. A happy birthday. Swim in glorious foreplay moments. Thank you so much. A big thank you to Beauty on Spots for my beautiful makeup. Thank you so much. Join us next week for another inspiring episode. Once again, my name is Mary Quartey, your ever beautiful, outstanding relationship mistress. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, on Instagram, and then on TikTok. Let's link up. Have a lovely evening.